Hey guys, it's Sheldon Allen here with Crush TV. I'm hanging out with Lee Brice. We're on the bus.
Darling.
How you doing?
I'm good, girl. Just hanging.
Yeah? And we're here for the Willie Nelson's Throwdown Tour 2011. How are you enjoying the tour so far?
Oh, I love it, man. Willie's, you know, a legend. And on top of that, you know, I've got some old friends out here. Jamie Johnson, Randy Hauser. I've known them, you know, for 10 years. And then I've gotten to know all these other guys, you know, and girls. You know, we've got some songwriters and some people out, and so it's so cool to meet new people, and it's like a big family out here. It's cool.
Very cool. And Love You Like Crazy.
Love Like Crazy.
Love Like Crazy is just blown up. It's been nominated for everything in the book, and I'm curious because I'm listening to it and I'm like, okay, 58 years later, well, that's not him. So who inspired you to write that?
You know, it was one of the ones on the record I didn't write, but I heard it and I thought about my grandparents. You know, I thought about, you know, it makes you think of home, and you know, it reaches people who are 17 all the way to 87. I mean, it's just like this wide range of, you know, age groups that love the song, and you know, I was just lucky to find it.
Yeah, absolutely, because it kind of makes you think like, oh, it might exist.
That's right.
That's cool. Right? Like, so who wrote that?
Doug Johnson and Tim James.
Okay, well, I gotta give him some props.
Yes,
for that,
you do,
right?
and they're awesome. Doug Johnson's actually my producer, and he doesn't ever push songs on me at all. All he did was go, hey man, I wrote this song. I'm gonna, you know, before I pitch it to anybody else, I want you to hear it in case you like it.
Yeah.
I was like, I like it.
Shotgun.
All good. Mine.
I like it. Still, what is it? Beautiful Every Time.
Yeah.
That's still my favorite.
Well,
that has come out of you. So,
thank you, darling.
I know it's been a long time. Is that thing still on the charts?
No, it's not. Right? Believe it or not.
How many years was it on there?
No. It was on there 57 weeks. It was
57
on the charts.
weeks.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, it broke a record like in 1948. Bouquet of Roses was on the charts for like 54 weeks. So we broke a 50-year-old record, you know. It's really cool to say that, you know. And the good thing about that is when a song's on the charts that long, that many more people hear it. And so that's really what we're out here, you know, doing, is seeing how many people get to hear our stuff. So
very cool, very cool. And what was I gonna say? I know you do singing and songwriting. Which do you prefer?
Well, it's hard to say, you know. It's like you get such a rush from spending all day maybe with a song, or however long it takes to write a song, and you get that feeling like, man,
is it like a little baby at the end?
Special.
Like
oh yeah,
you've done everything
it's
for
definitely
it?
your baby, you know. And it's like that's a great rush, but then it's also something else to be on the stage, you know, and playing for people, and especially when they're singing your songs back to you. It is, you know, that's what we grew up dreaming about, and that's what I'm getting to do now. So really, to me, I grew up doing both, you know, writing songs and singing them. So it's really one thing to me, so it's hard to say which one I prefer.
Yeah, you can't pull them apart, huh?
No.
And I know you've done a lot of co-writing too with a lot of big names. Who did you enjoy working with the most?
Well, you know, I really enjoyed, when I first came to town, I started writing with some guys. I was a big fan of Garth Brooks growing up.
Right.
And he had a few core writers that he wrote with a lot. And I got to go start writing with those guys and kind of get inside some of those songs that they wrote for Garth, and then we wrote a bunch of songs ourselves. So I really enjoyed writing with Kim Blasey and Kim Williams, and then I've got some friends, you know, now that are kind of my core writers that I found over the years. And you know, I wrote, you know, Beautiful Every Time with Rob Hatch and Lance Miller. They're great friends of mine. They come out on the road all the time. Red Akins is actually a country artist. He was out for a while. He had a couple big hits, and now he's a great writer in town. He's actually coming out on the bus today. He'll be here in a little while. You know, I love having my friends come out and write with me, and that's the best time. I think that's the best people to write with are your close friends. I mean, over the years, once you get to a point where you can handle writing a song, and
it's kind of like getting back together after a while. Like it's always the same.
Oh yeah, it is. It is a matter.
Nothing has changed.
That's right.
The same people still give each other the same hard time.
That's right. And you know, you can start. Oh, we got a phone going off. Here we go. I think that's in your purse, right there.
Not my phone. You can
but
this.
you know, it's just cool to be out with buddies, you know, writing all the time. So that's where we're at now. Whoops.
Oh, that's cool. And okay, this is I'm kind of joking around here. Don't get mad, Willie. But I didn't get an interview with Willie Nelson. So I have a question. Is Willie Nelson somewhat of a divo?
A divo? No, he is really not. Willie Nelson is awesome. I got to hang with him one time on his bus on this tour, and I've gotten him. He'll come out of his way now. He knows my name, and it's so cool that how he'll come around and go, "Hey Lee, how you doing?" You know, and he's so sweet, and he's so smart. He doesn't talk much. He keeps to himself, but when he does talk, you got to listen, because it's either going to be something brilliant and wise, or it's going to be funny as crap. I'm telling you, he's something else, man. He really, I think he's just getting. You know, he's up there in years and he likes to have his time, I believe. So he's not a diva at all. Devo, I promise. He's a cool guy.
I had to, though. I was like, I wonder maybe.
Nope, he's not.
No, he's as cool as he seems.
He is as cool or cooler than he seems.
Well, cool. So, what's the next step for Lee Brice?
Well, I'm in the studio right now trying to record a new record and trying to get a new single out. And we're just on this tour. We're done with this in a few weeks, actually in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
I go on the CMT tour this fall with Lee Brice.
Cool.
So
have you been getting used to that whole, you know, CMA awards? There's CMT, there's AMC, there's like, you know, and then you take, you know.
It's cool, you know. Those are always fun. You know, you get all dressed up. Of course, I don't get too dressed up. I'll put on my jeans and boots still, but but those are cool. You know, it's you get to go somewhere. You know, the ACMs are out in Vegas, and you know, and then whenever the CMAs say they're in Nashville, everybody in the world comes to Nashville. It's a big party, so it's always fun.
Cool. But so it hasn't gotten to you yet. You seem pretty down there.
No, you know, definitely not gonna get to me. I'm gonna be me, like no matter what, you know. And
awesome.
And you got to do that. I think people connect with that whenever you stay yourself. They'd rather see you do that than be some diva rock star, you know. And so, you know, I am one of them. You know, I grew up in South Carolina. You know, hunting, fishing, and working my butt off, you know, and so that's where most of the country music listeners are, and that's who I am too. So I've got to stay that way.
Well, last but not least, would you like to say anything to your newfound Corpus Christi fans? They're gonna get to see you tonight.
I am so glad that I get to hang with you now, and y'all please come out tonight and hang with us. It's gonna be a blast. It always is, and I always love coming back here. Other than the heat.
The bus.
Can you please put some air conditioning on around here?
We'll just get it set up in the sky.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Good to meet you, darling.
I can't wait to see you tonight.
It's gonna be fun.
Do it. Sure. Bye.
See ya.